It's been a little while since we've had a video idea that was something that was extremely unnecessary, over the top, and not at all something functionally someone should ever do, but at the same time is really cool. So let's do one of those. The idea here is simple. Nintendo has the Switch, the 3DS, all the handhelds they've ever done. Sony has the Vita. But Xbox still has not really dived into doing handhelds just yet. And this just got me thinking, what would it be like to have Microsoft franchises on a portable handheld device? So we made one. Kind of. Now obviously at this moment we cannot take an entire Xbox One X and cram it down into a small handheld. That system is already, as it is, very compact. So instead, the idea here is that we are taking an Xbox One X and transmitting that signal to a portable setup. In this case, we're using a 7-inch small HD screen rigged onto our Xbox One controller, which looks successful right now, but there were a few trials and errors with this idea. The original idea we had was to grab one of those Xbox One controller phone clips. You know, the things that you attach so that you can watch Netflix or do a phone call or something at the same time of gaming. I'm honestly actually not sure why a lot of people use those. But the idea was we were gonna grab one and attach the smaller HD screen, which was a 5-inch, and clip that on and use that. Where that became an issue though is that while the 5-inch screen isn't that heavy, the receiver for the wireless HDMI signal we're using is much heavier. So when you have that whole package together, the phone clip really wouldn't handle it at all, would just snap off or maybe even scratch the controller. It was just not gonna work. It was a bad idea. So instead, we upgraded to using one of these camera arm clips, which this screen is actually designed to lock onto perfectly fine, so that works really well. And the Xbox One controller happens to be just the right size for it to still clip comfortably onto. So how is this all working? I mean, we already explained the monitor on the arm of the controller, that's all set up, but how are we getting the video signal? So on the back of the small HD is this thing called the Deck, a really high quality HDMI wireless transmitter and receiver package. It's usually used for filming, on TV sets, that kind of thing. It basically allows you to transmit a 1080p signal over a pretty good distance while having virtually no latency. So now that we've got this whole thing rigged up, I mean, it's a little bit of monstrosity, but it works. And on the One X's end, it's really simple. You just take a One X, hook it into a wall for power, and then for the HDMI signal, you plug in the transmitter for the Deck. And once you have that all together, you have a functioning handheld Xbox One X. I mean, it's a little heavy, a little unsightly, a little awkward to actually use, but you can pick it up and play games handheld. I mean, we even have Cuphead running right here, and yeah, I'm just walking around playing the game. So it works. The only thing about it though is that as we have it set up right now, it's not really a 3DS or Switch or Vita kind of situation, it's more like the Wii U.
Wii U.
You're still tied to being in so much distance from the Xbox itself. I mean, you're not even just limited by how far the Deck can communicate, but also by the controller. I mean, once you're out of range for the Xbox One controller to work with the system, it's just not really a worthwhile setup. So we had an even crazier idea to take this one step farther. The solution is simple. If you need to be within a certain range of the Xbox, just bring the Xbox with you. So all we did was get a backpack with some breathability so the Xbox doesn't overheat. But we have the Xbox hooked up to a portable battery that's giving it all the charge it needs, along with being plugged into the Deck, which has its own battery as well. So you just keep this guy on your back and you have plenty of close enough distance to still use this little portable setup right here. So as impractical and insane and kind of dumb as this idea is, which by the way, make sure to subscribe for more stuff like this, but doing it actually really kind of gave me this idea of, I can't wait for handhelds to reach this level. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the Switch as it is right now, but it still limits you to a 720p resolution screen, and even when you're playing more pretty games on it, they're not really hitting the same graphical levels as something could on an Xbox One X, where you're getting, you know, a 4K image that's super sampled and brought down in a 1080p resolution, and it's this beautiful handheld experience. I want that to happen. Hopefully soon.